They go play action here on first down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this one to Switzer. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, slow down. Ready? Black 20. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Jack 16.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try pressure advantage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Monday. We got three. Quarter.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Let's go. Take 2 of them. Check. Double.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Snickers! Snickers! Go.
Banjo, 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 banjo.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go, let's go! Focus, focus.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete to Washington. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Eight.
And on the ground they go with a running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw now in his own end zone. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, taken in by Cobbs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Fancy footwork in midfield. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates.
And it's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger, and the Patriots add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And the Steelers set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Whirl! Set! Black 80!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case...
And the ball is knocked out, and the Patriots have it. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half of their first drive.
can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. There he goes, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one caught by Cobbs over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get a sack.
He'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Nick Kwiatkowski coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Switzer, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Back 99, Philly, here we go.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Thought they had something going there to blank that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath here to White. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
4 down. Set. White 80. White set. Black, what's that?
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll run it here. This is James White. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready? White 80. Watch 98. Watch 98. 77. I'm going to run you over.
They stay on the ground with White. Broken tackle. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Alert. Snickers. 66. Look, there's a...
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Blue 30. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's Mike. Yeah. We don't want none.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Set. Block 80. Jack 16.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
Beat these two.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He completes it right side to White. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll drop the throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now they try the right side here. No gain on the play there, second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps,